on Facebook and YouTube. Join us as we discuss pertinent issues that relates to you and I with your host, Alinko.
We live. Cool. Here we go. Golden, Argonaut, Harvest, Harvest.
You be my golden tree, cocoa. Sweet inside with a heart of gold.
Ashanti, Bronga Hafo, said you looking good in your afro. Yellow dress when you're ready to leave and go. Seen you in your green shoes, you were really looking mo.
Cool.
Dressing for me, baby. Take a walk with me through the bush, mama. All your relatives fine, baby. I'ma take you on a trip in my Kantanka because you're sweet, you're rolling with the grandpapa. Don Dada, export from Africa to the world. I wanna dance with ya. Everybody be trying to romance with ya. Obronies overseas want a chance with ya. Well, I know who they be when they done with you. They gon' try to trade you in for coffee. I can never cheat. Treat you good, too costly. I met you through Tetakwashi.
You be my golden tree, cocoa. Sweet inside with a heart of gold. You be my golden tree, cocoa. Sweet inside with a heart
Check me out
of
now.
gold.
I am in the wild since registration, all in, but you kept me waiting at the club with these honeys, no replacement. Chocolate black fire, cause you're blazing. I'll be that. You keep me warm, you make me strong, you taste so right, something gotta be wrong. Black like the star in the middle of the flag. Love it when you open up, especially when you're sad. Remember how you used to hang out on the vine though? I used to play you all my vinyls, my kind, that's what I wrote. You were still the C back then, no online though. I got bars, but you are sweetheart. No.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Progressive Mind Show. Good evening to everyone. We are glad to be coming your way. Today is September 1st, 2021, and how fast the year is flying already. It's approximately 6 p.m. CST. We're here in the beautiful city of Chicago, and we are going to be talking to our political leaders. We're going to be talking about healthcare, jobs, reopening back of the economy. We have three very distinguished guests that we have been honored to be on the platform today. Unfortunately, one of them, the senator, couldn't make it last minute, but we have Christina NONATO, who's going to be starting the show with us. Later on, we're going to have Congressman Danny Davis here to share with us some of these things some of these questions that we're all asking. So please stay with us. It's going to be very interesting. But before that, we will go to Captain Mike and take a segment. When we come back, we'll be talking to Christina NONATO and then Congressman Danny Davis. My brother is in the house. Awesome week so far, Captain Mike. I think this week has been awesome. We haven't had no rain this week, right?
Yeah. The humidity is decreasing, so it feels a lot better. And we're going to stay in that summer, early fall type pattern. Right now, you have partly cloudy skies at Midway Airport. Winds are out of the northeast, pretty strong and gusty, but they're going to be decreasing through the night. And 75 degrees right now, which feels really nice. So take a look at the forecast for the rest of the week. Rest of tonight, we're going to have those winds are going to be decreasing down to about 62 degrees. Tomorrow, a high of 78, east winds 5 to 10, partly cloudy skies. Friday, as you see, we're going to have some rain, probably late in the afternoon, maybe early morning, and it's going to carry over until Saturday. Overcast skies, high of 72, 66 degrees, southerly winds. Sunday may be a little bit breezy, but a really nice day. Maybe a few clouds here and there, but mostly sunny. Same thing with Monday. high of 80. Tuesday, maybe overnight, some rain that'll carry into early Wednesday, but Wednesday's going to clear up and we're going to see some sunny skies and the winds are going to move to the west on Wednesday. So we're really looking at some decent weather. So get out there and hang out, do your activities you can because the winter is approaching. Looking at sports today, the Sox and the Cubs are going to be playing at 7:10 p.m. The Cubs are going to be in Minnesota, and the Pirates are visiting our Sox today to play some baseball. We'll talk about FIFA Africa World Cup qualifiers. Central African Republic and Cape Verde tied 1-1. Guinea-Bissau and Guinea tied 1-1. Senegal defeated Togo 2-0. Egypt defeats Angola 1-0. Libya defeats Gabon 2-1, and Mali defeated Rwanda 1-0. Getting in this report, we're going to talk migraine head may be able to help with those. Looking at blackdoctor.org, and our top article says exercise can help with migraine headaches. Exercise can increase good neurotransmitters like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. They can help with fewer headaches, and they also give you a better mood, better overall well-being, and it can also help with depression and sleep problems. But consistency is the key. Once you start working out, try to keep up a consistent workout. Start slowly if you haven't been doing much. Start with a brisk walk on a treadmill or outside on a trail, and increase the incline if you're on a treadmill slowly. Don't increase the speed too much. You can also try yoga and try to build up to jogging. And exercise is a really cheap and accessible treatment for migraine headaches. So try yoga, some deep breathing exercises, stretching, maybe some muscle relaxation, and get into cardio. And as we always recommend before you start any type of health program, talk to your doctor first. And with that, Sina, we're going to go back to you.
Okay, Captain Mike, thank you so much for that update. We are really appreciate it. Of course, nobody is looking forward to any type of cold weather, at least for now. You know, we're barely starting to enjoy the heat. You know, all the hot weather, and then only to hear that it might get cold. We don't want to hear that, man. You know that, right?
Our average low is around 64 degrees overnight, and we are trending toward that. So in the 60s overnight, which is, good sleeping weather, keep the windows open. So not cold, but, you can kind of start feeling maybe a little nip here and there. So
yeah.
Real ugly here.
More so for Chicagoans, I think we 60s is like 70 for us, right? We'll take that any day.
Well, after last week, with those highs in the 90s and that real humid air, this even 70 at a high 70s feels kind of cool. So we got spoiled a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, bro. And I know the industry is picking up steadily.
Yeah, we're still saying same, right around 67% load factor, and we're still trying to get those international flights going. Yeah. So it's looking positive, but yeah,
Okay.
Stay same and get better.
Well, we'll get there. Slowly but surely.
Absolutely.
All right, Captain Mike, thank you once again, as usual, for giving us all this important updates. We really appreciate you. We're looking forward to speaking with you next week. So that's Christina NONATO. She's running for office. You want to say hi to her?
Hello.
All right. Yeah. Good to have you. Good to meet you.
Thank you so much. Nice to have you too.
All right. Well, I'll listen to watch the rest of the show, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna see what she's up to. What she's been up to in the community. Well, thank you again, brother.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to speaking with you next week. Have a wonderful evening.
We'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye. Okay, so listeners, we are back on the Progressive Mind Show. The beautiful lady NONATO is here. We're going to be talking to her in a little bit. Please bear with me whilst we get this underway. I am trying to make sure that we have everything going. Christina NONATO is our guest this evening, followed by Congressman Danny Davis. As I said earlier, we apologize that for the late change in schedule for Senator Maddie Hunter. She was engaged in another state activity, and unfortunately, she might not be able to make it to the show this evening. So we're going to be logged in tonight with Christina Nonato. So again, we want to welcome everyone to tonight's show. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for joining us this evening. We really, really, really appreciate you. And to my guest, Christina Nonato, and subsequently, Congressman, we thank you for your continual support and interactions with us. You make this show a success, and we really, really appreciate you. Today, we are going to be looking at a few topical areas regarding the economy in relation to post-COVID-19. I think, at least, it is fair to say post-COVID-19, considering that the pandemic is on a decline, right? We all say that it's on a decline, even though we're hearing things here and there. Compared to a couple of months ago, things are declining again, at least from my observation. We will be looking to this evening at what the type of help that's available for folks who are currently unemployed or became unemployed due to the pandemic. I will also look at are we fully recovering and reopening of the economy, the jobs bill by Joe Biden. Congressman Danny Davis will be helping us with that. We'll also look at the health sector as is affected, as is in relation to COVID-19 and the new demanding needs of the people, the vaccination and all of that, and worry of the new variant. So basically looking at everything. And then lastly, we'll be talking to the congressman about immigration. But for now, we will be engaging Christina Nonato. She is running for the office of, let me put it this way, she's a candidate for the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District Board of Trustees. So that's the office she's running for, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District Board of Trustees. So Christina, you are once again welcome to the show, and I know you are not a stranger.
Yeah.
Yes, we are privileged to have you.
And I love to be with you too. It's
Thank you
my honor
Mm.
to be with you.
Thank you.
Being, like showing everywhere. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Now, we wanted to ask, so people would want to know, first of all, what the Metropolitan Water Reclamation is all about, right? Yeah. Can you help us explain what that is?
Okay, sure. The Metropolitan Water Reclamation is not the water that you drink.
Mm.
It's the water treatment, like a water treatment that it has to be filtered, must be clean, and safety and wellness for our health.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this pandemic, little hole might get in. It might be affected to all communities. And we need to be safe and clean and filterized by processing it.
Okay. So that's basically what it is. And how has the race been going for you so far? I know you've been campaigning for a while now.
Okay. Regarding about the waste, remember that we have, the poo and the pee is all the way going into our reservoir,
Okay.
processing. When they process it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they going to the farmers
Mm-hmm.
as a fertilizer. So that's how they do in environmental.
Okay. Great. So why did you decide to run for this particular office
Of MWRD. Okay, this is the story.
Mm-hmm.
When I was, me and my husband, Ray, we're doing a COVID test.
Okay.
Everywhere when I got retired from the clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County. And somebody called my husband, Ray, the lab, to do this COVID test everywhere. So Ray connected to all pastors everywhere. Ray is well connected with anybody, and they always call him to do some COVID tests here, COVID tests in the south side, west side, everywhere. So what we did, And then we serve. I am a public servant. We always serve community. That's my heart, always helping the community. And then people was telling me, oh my God, you are the best person because I am a phlebotomist, doing swab every people to save their life. We are keep doing that until we decided to run for our Metropolitan Water Reclamation, because I love to help the community, especially the water. And they've been telling me about the problem of flooding. It's like number one, about flooding. Number two, they said that the water sometimes is so blurry and there's some chemical. I heard a lot of these people and said, I wish Tina, run for it, do for this something about this. And then when I think about that, so I started to run. Then I did the research about the Flint water in Michigan, that there's a lot of people is dying because of this disease. It breaks my heart. And that started me. Like, I think I have to run Metropolitan Water Reclamation to do something for the community. Then
Wow.
I'm here now with you. And I said like, oh, what could I do better in MWRD? That to be a better job informing the public what the MWRD does, which continue to improve. We need to the important control what we also put in our water. A lot of people don't know how much it impacts them. That's why I'm here to
Running.
Oh.
Right. No, that is powerful. No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
Yes, no problem.
I really appreciate the you giving us a background of what this.
Did I say a lot?
No. I like I said, I really appreciate the information you're giving us, so that we can understand what the water reclamation, the Metropolitan of Water Reclamation Board does, or what it represents, and what it would be doing in the area of water, and for the for citizens. Now, what jurisdiction does the Metropolitan Reclamation Water Board of Trustees cover? Would you say just
Cover the whole Cook County,
or the whole of Cook County?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so every household in the Cook County that has water running in the apartment, their building, your facility, has a direct connection to your office, to the office you're running for.
Okay, my concerns are the same as the other commissioners: water safety, flood prevention, and proper water usage.
Okay, so because I'm trying to see if the Metropolitan Reclamation Board of Trustees are the ones that oversee everything that has to do with water,
Yes.
that runs in people's residences and commercial buildings in the Cook County. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So you said you did some research on what happened in Flint.
In the Flint, in Michigan.
Flint, Michigan, and how people were poisoned by, was lead,
dying.
right? That was through was it lead poisoning of the water?
There's a lot of things happen in Michigan.
Okay, what was that?
For me?
Yeah, so what happened in Michigan, and do you think that in Cook County, in Chicago, in the Cook County, you think that there is a potential of anything of that sort, anything that happened in Flint, Michigan? You think that we have a potential of that type of accident or maybe incident happening to us?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay.
You know why?
No.
Because we are always aware, and not like what happened there. It's a lot of disease, a lot of people dying because of it's not just the color of the water. all the disease, and I think that it affects to all the community there. But it will never happen in Illinois.
Yeah.
Because we have to watch out and keep on checking and filterize the water.
So what changes are you looking to bring to that institution?
Okay, for me, the changes for me as a management position, okay? And I have to manage, it's 1.2 billion budget in MWRD, Metropolitan Water Reclamation.
Okay.
I have to hire the best scientists, the best engineer to take care of this. And you gotta go with high technology to be keep on checking like every day to be sure the water is clean for safety and wellness for our public health.
Okay. Thank you so much for letting us know, and we really appreciate that. People also sometimes say that it is not safe to drink tap water. Have you heard people say that in Chicago?
I heard about it. They said like it's not good, like the bottle of water, if you, especially in the plastic.
Yeah.
That's what the scientist was telling. That's the chemical can get in to that. I'm not a scientist.
So yeah, right. So,
about it.
So what you say to those people? I mean, I know you don't work at the Metropolitan Reclamation Center, but what would you say to people who are saying, well, it's not safe to drink, the water that's running through our taps, in Cook County, in Chicago? What would you say to those people?
Well, that's what they said. You got to put some filter on it, to be sure for protection for our, our public health.
Right.
So you have to have aware, even though they're saying it's safety, but we have to aware our health for safety net, or else, like there's a machine that you put filter on it. So to protect, not just drinking in the water, drinking water, that like what you're talking about, the bottle.
Yeah.
I heard that too. And then I said like, but actually for me as an Asian, you can also boil the water, like, and then you can drink. That's what my mom and dad said.
Yeah.
You boiled it, and then it also take out all, it filter.
Right. Right.
You believe in that?
Yeah, I believe in that. And thanks for sharing. You boil it, you let it cool down a little bit.
Let it cool down, and then it will be safe.
Yeah.
Then you can drink.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. You used to work for the Circuit Court of Cook County.
Yes, sir. You want me to tell you my experience?
So tell us a bit of what you did there and how you were going to transfer this experience, this know-how, how you were able to maintain work under pressure, because that's a very huge institution. So how did you handle pressure there, and how are you able to transfer that type of experience to the Metropolitan Water Reclamation?
Okay, this is my story. I'm a Bachelor of Science of Business Management graduate.
Okay.
And my experience is working in the clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County for 15 years in the management position. First, I worked in the finance department. Then I moved to the traffic department. Then I worked in the law division, chancery. I work in the criminal department. They're all in the management position.
Right.
And I work in domestic violence for 6 years. But I love it because I help these people that was abused, especially 16 years old, and they've been raped. And it breaks my heart. So I am a person with a public servant helping this little kid. And then, filing their case, bringing to the judge, and then helping them where to stay. But I don't care. I did a lot of work and I love my job. Then after that, that's what I said. When I'm done, I retired. And then I went to politics to help my husband, helping the one who's running, and I'm there helping. And then after that, we had a call for lab test. And then by doing the lab test, we do a lot of people serving the community. And we also do a business with me and Ray, buying property, do my interior design and flipping, and then sell it. And at the same time, we do all the COVID again for helping everyone. And I was there to serve our community when COVID was rampant. I will continue to serve them as a commissioner.
Thank you so much for sharing. We understand how you work hard for the Cook County clerk,
Yes.
the Circuit Court of Cook County, and you and how you are willing to transfer this experience to the Metropolitan Water Reclamation. You also mentioned your passion for working with people in the community, and you have not only talked about it, but you have shown a lot of it. And
Yeah,
so,
a public servant.
absolutely, absolutely, you have shown a lot of your public work, and we would like to share with our audience some of your public work. Let's see if we are able to get this. Let's see if we're able to get this information to our audience. Because, okay, so it will not be this here. We're trying to get Christina's video. We will get it in a little bit. Just bear with us. But whilst we're waiting to get that video, you did a fundraiser recently. Can you tell us how that fundraiser went?
Oh, the one, our campaign kickoff?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. We did really good in campaign kickoff because we have a lot of, followers. Especially, they believe on me that I can be there as a good commissioner. And I have like a mayor of Harvey, Andre Harvey.
Yeah.
And I have Mayor Katrina Thompson. And I have also Marvin Hunter, our chief deputy for campaign.
Yeah.
And our spiritual advice, we have two, Bishop Cloud Porter. And also from another one, we have also Chief Apostles McCoy, who believe on us too. And also we have even Pat Dowell, our alderman. He was there too. And everybody talked about me and Patrick Watson. Everybody talked that my personality, that I'm always good and love to serve the community and always a good manager.
Right.
Especially in MWRD.
In a little bit, we would like to open the phone line so people can call in and share their opinion, their ideas, and their observation of the work that you have put in so far. This is the Progressive Mind Show. We are talking to Christina NONATO. Please bear with us as we try to get these. We're sorry for the feedback there. Just bear with us. We're trying to get rid of that. This is the Progressive Mind Show. We will take a short break. When we come back, the show will continue. And as we are talking to okay, I think we got rid of that. I'm sorry. We were just trying to make sure that we were getting feedback, and we apologize for that feedback. So how has the campaign been so far? So first of all, tell us, the campaign has kicked off. Are there, of course, I'm sure you've encountered some challenges. You want to share those challenges with us?
Okay, it was really great Every time we do the fundraiser, we got a lot of positive people who believe on me. And we're doing pretty good, very successful.
Okay. Now, you said you have the support or endorsement from Alderwoman Pat Dowell, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you mentioned Senator Mattie Hunter.
Andre Harvey.
Okay, so it's not Senator Mattie Hunter?
No, Andre, Andre.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that was my. I thought I know that I misheard. So what we want to do is to take a quick break. When we come back, we will be talking to Christina NONATO, who is running for the office of she's a candidate running for Metropolitan Water Reclamation. We shall be right back. Welcome back to the show. We are going to be talking to Christina. Let's see if we can connect to Christina's project. Whilst we wait for Christina, this is the Progressive Mind Show. At 7 p.m., we're going to be having Congressman Daniel Davis, who will be sharing and informing us about reopening back of the economy, what we should expect. People are, I think there are rumors around that we may shut down again, but we're not sure. And so hopefully he can, give us some information for, so that we can be aware, or we can have at least be informed of what is to come, whether the economy is going to be shutting down or not. We are reopening steadily. There is the American Family Plan bill. And we also want to talk about the bill, what's in there for the ordinary American, regular folks and small businesses. We will want him to talk to us about it. We'll also touch on immigration and talk about the current situation with regards to the pandemic and healthcare. He will also talk about his running for re-election campaign that he just we're getting feedback, but he is running for office again. That is Congressman Daniel Davis. He'll be telling us a little bit about it. We have Christina back here in the studios. We want to see, Christina, can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay, we want to talk about your project and some of the things that you've been doing in the community. And so we'll have our listeners watch this, and so you can speak on that. Please give us a moment while we try to get this video going. We're getting a little bit of distractions in the background, but here is the video. Can you tell us about this? What event was this?
This is about the food distribution. And there's a lot of events that we attended. And then this is Chris Wall, the Speaker of the House, that he was doing, I think, like something like a fundraiser.
Okay.
And then the other one was a food distribution by Black Men United.
Okay.
And we are serving also, and I was there serving the community, giving the food and everything what they need. And then we went to this is like LBUC, all the all the gays, and they invite me to go there.
Right.
And this is in the Chinatown that invite me. We also went there to do food distribution. And I'm, also campaigning and giving all my flyers. And then this is like an Indian community. There's a lot that we went through. And I'm still campaigning in all different diversity.
Right.
Outreach every nationality.
Right. And where can you tell us about this picture?
Oh, this picture, we went to some of the park that they're having like a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
And then they invite me to go there as a guest.
Okay.
Speaker. And they told me, what can you do about the water? So I said, like, what is your mission? So do you want me to tell you? And then I said, number one, I want to focus on reducing flooding by building more reservoir in flood-prone areas. Then number two, I want to make sure the water is clean for safety and wellness for our public health. Then number three, I'm your strong advocate and partner in cleaning up Chicago wastewater treatment. And they said, okay, Tina, so they love it because I told them we have to be aware of this MWRD, the water must be filterized. And I'm going to hire the best scientists and high technology to make this water to be safe for all the people.
You say you are a woman of action.
I am a woman of action.
Yes. Why?
That's what my word with everyone, because I don't do promises, sir. I always do right away. I'm a woman of action with leadership, honesty, fairness, and integrity. Even I was working in the government. If I want to do something, I just do right away. I want to finish everything and set up. Like that's what I'm running. I want to help community right away. No promises.
Wow, that's powerful. So did you give yourself that name or some organization,
I just did myself. You know why? Because when I was working in the clerk of the circuit court, all the big people, all the chief higher than me, chief executive deputy. Oh, look at this, Christina. Like they call me like a Zoom.com. When I heard that, I said, oh, then I said, now it implant to my brain that I am a woman of action.
Okay.
Because everybody was telling me, well, look at Tina. It's a lot of documents in the criminal department, in the domestic violence.
Right.
It's like just for 1 hour, it's a bunch of paper. I process so fast. Why do you have to wait? You can do it anyway.
Right.
Am I right?
Right. Yes, you are. You're so right.
That's the woman of action. Do it. No promise.
Yes. Let's go ahead.
Deliver the word.
Yeah, that's powerful. Who can you tell us about this image?
Oh, this event. Okay, we went to I think this is Emma Meets or function. It was still like a picnic.
Okay.
A picnic. And I went there. Ray got all these function, all the event.
Okay.
Because Ray is my husband Ray is my campaign manager.
Yeah. So
He always know all the events.
the previous picture was you were, I think you was you took a picture with the a poster of Senator Hanny Manor, Maddie Hunter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mattie Hunter.
Okay, tell us about this, and then you can tell us about that image too. So,
Oh yeah, it's still like they're having like a school back to school.
okay,
So like that's how the Mattie Hunter back to school. So they're having they're giving all the backpack, all the supplies for the kids. So it's a lot of kids coming and getting all the supplies. And then Ray got this event. So we run over there, and then I give all my flyers again. And then it's a lot of people, asking me, what can you do to the community?
right,
It's the same answer again. That's what I said, that I can help everybody to make sure the water is clean for safety and wellness for our health. And that's, it's like almost the same question they ask, and especially the flood. How can you take care of this flooding? And they have the question, how come the people there, they never take care of the flooding? Always the problem.
right.
That's why you know what I said? Elect me and I will solve the problem. Don't forget, Christina Nonato, and I will do everything, whatever problem. I'm a woman of action.
Absolutely. Well, we want to open the phone lines now. If you want to ring in and encourage Christina Nonato, you want to share some of your stories with her community work, please go ahead and do so. Christina has been very, very involved. She's very, very passionate, as you can hear her. And not just passionate, but she's passionate about her work and the community growth. So please feel free to ring in now and share your experience working with Christina, what you think of her. Then the phone number is 815-277-5047. 815-277-5047. And so, Christina, we are very glad that you have taken upon yourself to run this race. When is the elections, please?
This is going to be next year, June 2022.
Okay.
Please, can I?
No, go ahead.
Please don't forget Christina Nonato. Elect Christina Nonato. Let's make history together to be the first Filipina American candidate in Cook County wide race. Thank you. And together we can make this happen with you.
It'll be powerful.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Now, before we end the show,
yes,
tell us how your community is supporting you. I mean, you're going to be, like you said, the first. Is it first Filipino or first Asian running for this office? Right? Is it first Asian running for this office in the Cook County?
Yes, okay. Sir.
And if you do get elected, you'll be the first one to be on the board. Excellent. How is the Filipino community supporting you? First of all, how are they taking the whole thing, and how are they getting involved in supporting you and pushing you to get to your goal?
Actually, I have my really good friend of mine. She got also CPR TV Filipino.
Okay.
And Avaya Times newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
And she is always there with me. Okay. Whenever I go, whenever I'm doing something, I always send her. She put all the time in the newspaper. And we are creating a Filipino committee to like Christina, Filipina for Christina.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, we're still planning all of that.
Wow, that is going to be very, very nice. Now, how is I think that looks like we're getting a call coming through. I'm trying to make sure if I can get this. You also mentioned that you're getting a lot of support in your home country, right? Can you tell us about that? in the land in Philippines. You're getting you mentioned that you're getting a lot
Oh
of support
yeah.
from the president.
Also, we have even the Philippine government is like really so proud to have a candidate of Filipino.
Yes.
So they sent us an email. They sent us an email
Okay.
to like to do some video.
Right.
And I said like, wow, they keep an eye on these ways. And it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I said like, of course, the first Filipina is running for Cook County. It's like United States.
It's history.
I'm like a president. It's like, oh my Lord, it's just Metropolitan Water Reclamation. Isn't it so nice?
It's so beautiful that you're getting support from your country, the president of your country, and the people in the Filipino community here in Chicago.
Yes.
We are so proud of you, Christina, for what you're doing. We are hoping that all goes well. Keep updating us with your campaign activities, your community activities, and we will try and get it to the community. We have Patrick, Pakwesi Sam. He is the president of the Ghanaian community. Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you, Kawaki Sam, for the note that you sent to me.
Absolutely.
God bless you.
Yes. And then Marvin says hello. Marvin. Rebecca says
thank you, Marvin Hunter.
And then
Deputy.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, we wish you the best, Christina. And if you have any other message that you would want to leave our listeners before you sign off this evening, we have Erica Smith too. Erica Smith is saying hello.
Oh my God, yeah, she is my really, really good friend.
Okay. Awesome.
And
Erica,
can I say the last one?
Yes, you can go ahead. We have okay.
As a woman of action, don't forget to if you believe in my vision, please visit NONATO.com. Thank you for your donations.
We do have a caller, and I'm trying to see. Hello, caller. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Can you go ahead and tell us your name and why you're calling to the show?
Yes, my name is Erica. I'm just calling because I saw the interview with Christina, and I just want to share with the community that it's very important to always vote for someone that understands your needs and then works with the community. Most of the time, we have a tendency not to choose that person that already know your needs, right? And she's been working so hard in the community. I've been witnessing her all these years, working hard. She knows the needs in the community. So I invite everyone to vote on March 22nd, June, and vote for Christina.
Okay. Erica, thank you so much for calling to throw your support behind Christina and her campaign, and for sharing your little testimony about her work ethic and her personality. We really, really appreciate you for your contribution to the community building show. Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
You as well.
Thank you.
Erica. So that was Erica Smith calling to acknowledge and support Christina NONATO. Well, we have what? Oh, okay. Our time is past. But if you still can call in now before she leaves, before she's done giving her last words, please go ahead and do so. 815-277-5047. Christina, you were giving us your last words. Please go ahead.
Please, thank you so much. Don't forget, visit vote.nonato.com. Thank you for your donation. Never forget, elect Christina NONATO, a woman of action with leadership, honesty, fairness, and integrity. God bless you all.
And you will be making history if you support and vote for her into office next year. right?
Thank
She'll be the
you.
first Asian to be running and to be in the office of Metropolitan Water Reclamation. And that
I'm
will be
appreciated for inviting me.
no, my pleasure for having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to your husband, Ray, who is a wonderful person.
Oh, yes.
We hope that everything goes well for you. We wish you the best, and we'll be keeping in touch. So thank you once again, Christina. And you have been watching Christina NONATO, who is running for she's running as a candidate for Metropolitan Water Reclamation, and she just poured her heart out to us regarding her passion, the reason why she's running, and the changes that she wants to bring to that institution. And so you heard it for herself. You can visit her website, ChristinaNonato.com, to get more information. And if you want to donate, please go ahead and do so. Whichever way you want to support her, please go ahead and do so. We will be back at 7 p.m. to talk to Congressman Danny Davis on the economy, healthcare, immigration. So please get your questions ready, your comments ready. We shall be right back after this break. This is the Progressive Mind Show. I'm your host, Sena, aka Alinko, and we'll be back. We'll be back after this break.
Aglow, aglow, aglow. Aglow International in Bolingbrook invites you to our meeting this and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. That is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Aglow is a dynamic global kingdom movement with a single purpose to see God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Aglow is a network of praying, caring, and evangelism. Being aglow for Jesus means be burning in the Spirit of God and is taken from Romans 12:11. Our mandate is every nation touched and every heart changed for God. Aglow is in 170 nations, and our kingdom business is to come together to pray for our families, community, and our nation. Aglow will never be a church. Aglow is taking over all the world through its apostolic ministry of transforming lives. Our prayer meeting time It's every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time via Zoom. Breakfast meetings are held every last Saturday of the month via the Zoom line as well. For more information, please contact Deaconess Rebecca Mwrd, President of the group, on phone number 630-297-1471. You may kindly also contact Reverend George Ofeado, who is an advisor to the group and also represent the men of Isaka, on phone number 630-414-9505. Be part of Aglo and your life will never be the same. Aglo, every nation touched and every heart changed for God. Remember, Jesus is coming soon. God richly bless you.
We lie, Coco. Here we go. Golden, I'm gonna to this. Harvest, I bring, harvest.
You be my golden tree, Coco. Sweet inside with a heart of gold.
Ashanti, Bronga Hafo, said you looking good in your afro. Yellow dress when you're ready to leave and go. Seen you in your green shoes, you were really looking mo.
Cool.
Dressing for me, baby. Take a walk with me through the bush, mama. All your relatives fine, baby. I'ma take you on a trip in my Kantanka because you're sweet. You're rolling with the grandpapa. Don Dada, export from Africa to the world. I wanna dance with ya. Everybody be trying to romance with ya. Obronies overseas want a chance with ya. Well, I know who they be when they done with you. They gon' try to trade you in for coffee. I can never cheat. Treat you good, too costly. I met you through Tetakwashi.
You be my golden tree, Coco. Sweet inside with a heart of gold. You be my golden tree, Coco. Sweet inside with a heart
Check me out
of
now.
gold.
I am in the wild since registration, all in, but you kept me waiting at the club with these honeys, no replacement. Chocolate black fire, cause you're blazing. I'll be that. You keep me warm, you make me strong, you taste so right, something gotta be wrong. Black like the star in the middle of the flag, love it when you open up, especially when you're sad. Remember how you used to hang out on the vinyl? I used to play you all my vinyls, my con, that's what I wrote. You are still the C back then, no online though. I got bars, but you are sweetheart. No.
Welcome to the Progressive Mind Show. In about 4 minutes, we'll be talking to Congressman Danny Davis. So get your questions ready. In the meantime, we want to ask our audience to help promote, help donate to the, help sponsor, support the Progressive Mind Show. We are a 501c3. Last week, I was saying that we were fully, we had been granted our 501c status. And so you can now file with your taxes every donation you make to us. Okay, every donation, every dollar you spend or sent to our organization, this platform in support of what we're doing, is going to be tax deductible. And so please support us, because it takes a lot to get production going. It takes a lot to get these shows coming in, week out. And as you know, we are here on Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 4 to 6. And so your support is much needed. Please visit our website, thepmsshow.com, and make your donation. thepmsshow.com, and make a donation to us. You can, if you just type the Progressive Mind Show as well, it will pop up. And please go ahead and support us. We need it. We shall continue this, with the commercial break while we wait for Congressman Daniel Davis to join us in the studios. Please bear with us and stick with us. We shall be right back.
The holidays are here. Wouldn't it be fun to have your children learn something new and exciting that is not taught in school? If yes, Kids Speak is what you and your child need at this time. We are launching an online summer program that would help keep your kid busy and engaged. Here, your child will be able to learn multiple different languages like Yoruba, Igbo, Swahili, French, Mungaka, and Mandarin, to name a few. It has been proven that young children are able to learn new languages faster than adults. Kids Speak also includes many fun programs that help the kids learn and play at the same time. Kids Speak covers a wide variety of programs. Whether it be sewing, cooking, baking fish roll, or coding, Kids Speak is your one-stop shop. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up at www.kid2speak.com and make your summer easier and happier. The holidays are here. Wouldn't it be fun to have your children learn something new and exciting that is not taught in school? If yes, Kids Speak is what you and your child need at this time. We are launching an online summer program that would help keep your kid busy and engaged. Here, your child will be able to learn multiple different languages like Yoruba, Igbo, Swahili, French, Mungaka, and Mandarin, to name a few. It has been proven that young children are able to learn new languages faster than adults. Kids Speak also includes many fun programs that help the kids learn and play at the same time. Kids Speak covers a wide variety of programs. Whether it be sewing, cooking, baking fish roll, or coding, Kids Speak is your one-stop shop. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up at www.kid2speak.com and make your summer easier and happier.
Aglow, aglow, aglow. Aglow International in Bolingbrook invites you to our meeting this and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. That is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Aglow is a dynamic global kingdom movement with a single purpose to see God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Aglow is a network of praying, caring, and evangelism. Being aglow for Jesus means be burning in the Spirit of God and is taken from Romans 12:11. Our mandate is every nation touched and every heart changed for God. Aglow is in 170 nations, and our kingdom business is to come together to pray for our families, community, and our nation. Aglow will never be a church. Aglow is taking over all the world through its apostolic ministry of transforming lives. Our prayer meeting time is every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time via Zoom. Breakfast meetings are held every last Saturday of the month via the Zoom line as well. For more information, please contact Deaconess Rebecca Mwrd, President of the group, on phone number 630-297-1471. You may kindly also contact Reverend George Ofeado, who is an advisor to the group and also represent the men of Isaka, on phone number 630-414-9505. Be part of Aglow and your life will never be the same. Aglow, every nation touched and every heart changed for God. Remember, Jesus is coming soon. God richly bless you.
military duty. They are rapid.
Fellow citizen,
The holidays are here. Wouldn't it be fun to have your children learn something new and exciting that is not taught in school? If yes, Kids Speak is what you and your child need at this time. We are launching an online summer program that would help keep your kid busy and engaged. Here, your child will be able to learn multiple different languages like Yoruba, Igbo, Swahili, French, Mungaka, and Mandarin, to name a few. It has been proven that young children are able to learn new languages faster than adults. Kids Speak also includes many fun programs that help the kids learn and play at the same time. Kids Speak covers a wide variety of programs. Whether it be sewing, cooking, baking fish roll, or coding, Kids Speak is your one-stop shop. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up at www.kid2speak.com and make your summer easier and happier. The holidays are here. Wouldn't it be fun to have your children learn something new and exciting that is not taught in school? If yes, Kids Speak is what you and your child need at this time. We are launching an online summer program that would help keep your kid busy and engaged. Here, your child will be able to learn multiple different languages like Yoruba, Igbo, Swahili, French, Mungaka, and Mandarin, to name a few. It has been proven that young children are able to learn new languages faster than adults. Kids Speak also includes many fun programs that help the kids learn and play at the same time. Kids Speak covers a wide variety of programs. Whether it be sewing, cooking, baking fish roll, or coding, Kids Speak is your one-stop shop. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up at www.kid2speak.com and make your summer easier and happier.
Sure.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, how are you, my friend?
I am very well, Congressman Daniel Davis. Thank you for joining the feed. And so, listeners, we just want to welcome the Congressman Daniel Davis. He's just joined us. We are going to be talking about reopening of the economy, healthcare, and immigration very soon. Also, talk about his re-election for campaign. And we will go straight to him. Now, we understand that, of course, that he is a very busy man. He just coming from another very important meeting. So,
yeah, I have people with problems, which is characteristic of being pretty much in public life in Chicago.
Oh my
and
God.
many other places throughout the country.
Yeah. No, Bruno, thank you for your long service to not only to America but to humanity in general. You are loved all around. You know, you're always with the people. You actually have a Ghanaian name. Is it Kwesi or Kwame?
Kwesi.
Kwesi. Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's a pleasure to work with him again. And Representative Mfume has been around the horn, not only served in Congress, but also ran the National Medical Association, and just has a long and glorious history of social development, social involvement, and leadership, especially for African Americans in this country.
We thank you again for honoring our invitation to be on the show. It's 7:15 p.m. CST. We're here in the studios of the Progressive Minds located in Chicago, and we're going to be going to the conversation, go into a few details with the Congressman. Let's start with your campaign this past weekend. I mean, the re-election, the launching of your re-election campaign this past weekend at the South Loop South Loop Hotel in Chicago. Can you tell us, the significance of that, the kicking off the campaign, what you're expecting from the community and whatnot, please?
Well, first of all, the South Loop Hotel is one of only 2 hotels that we know of in the United States of America that is owned by an African American woman. And we are so pleased and so proud that it's located in our congressional district, and that the owner of it, although hotels have had a hard time, and of course the pandemic has closed many hotels that are just simply not going to make it. So we are hoping that we can have the resources generated that will help South Loop stay alive and be vibrant. And I'm also hoping that people will know that here is a place that they can come and get great service, especially when African Americans come to the city to visit and when family reunions are in play. I mean, African Americans are not as engaged in many things as much as others. For example, when I ride the airplane on a Monday morning and you have people who are traveling all over the country to go to work, there may be an airplane filled with people and there might be 3 or 4, 5 Black people on there, which really means that Black people don't have as many of those kind of jobs where they're really just on the airplane going to work, and they're going to be coming back on Thursday or coming back on Friday. So the struggle continues.
Right.
I'm saying everything is a struggle, even though we've made some progress. And that's one of the reasons that I decided to run for re-election. Because one, I'm good at what I do. I also have a great deal of seniority, and seniority plays a certain kind of role. I chair a subcommittee in the House Ways and Means Committee. There are 6 subcommittees. I chair one of those. The Committee on Ways and Means is considered by many people to be the most powerful committee in the House of Representatives, and that's for a lot of reasons. It was the first committee formed in the Constitution. It was the first committee, and there have been 18 members who served on that committee who've become president of the United States of America.
There you go.
I don't intend to become president.
I was going to that.
The United States of America. I just want to keep a little flame going on here in the 7th District so that I can feel good about representing the people. And I must confess that this current administration, this government, as far as I'm concerned, and based on everything I can read, everything I've read, everything I've seen, this has been one of the best governments for low and moderate income people in this country since the mid 1960s, when we had the war on poverty, the Great Society programs, when we passed Medicare, Medicaid, the Voting Rights Acts, the Health Rights Acts, and started community health centers and early childhood education programs, legal assistance programs. I think that this era has been outstanding, but we got to keep it going. I mean, we only have a small majority in the House. We have a 3-vote majority in the House. We have a 50-50 split in the Senate, and sometimes we have 2 or 3 of those senators who don't necessarily see eye to eye with the leadership of the Senate. And then, of course, we have the presidency of the United States, which means that this is a great time to make things happen and get things done.
Thank you so much for giving us that insight, Congressman. What is Ways and Means Committee? I mean, we know it's a committee, but we hear about it. For the layman, for the regular folk, what does that Ways and Means does? What is it?
Well, everything that you do, you have to figure out how to pay for it. I'm saying, when you make a budget at home, you got to figure out how you're going to pay for it.
Right.
Are you going to go to work every day and earn money? Are you going to win the lottery? Are you going to steal something? But you got to pay for it. You can't survive unless you pay for it. And there's generally no point in talking about it unless you're going to pay for it. One of the things that Frederick Douglass said is that if he didn't know anything else, he did know one thing, and that is, in this world, you may not get everything that you pay for, but you must pay for everything that you get. And the Ways and Means Committee is the tax writing committee. It is the committee that is charged with the responsibility of determining how you can pay for the operation of government.
Got it.
Let's say that you're going to increase benefits for veterans. Sounds good, is good. Then you got to decide how you're going to pay for it.
Gotcha.
Somebody's got to pay for it. And of course, the main way of financing government is through taxation. And so you decide, are we going to raise taxes on the rich? Are we going to raise taxes on the middle income people?
Right.
Are we going to raise taxes on the wealthy? And of course, a big difference is Democrats kind of take the position that the wealthiest 1% or the wealthiest 10% ought to pay a little bit more. For example, President Biden is saying that if there's going to be a tax increase, it will not affect anybody who earns less than $400,000 a year. And so the people who earn 100,000, they shouldn't be too concerned about that.
Right.
Because it's not going to affect
them.
Their taxes.
Okay.
Of course, we argue about those things.
Yeah.
But that's what Ways and Means does. That's, for example,
the
$1.9 trillion rescue plan that we passed. 941 million of those dollars came through Ways and Means.
Got it.
Yeah, 941 billion came through Ways and Means.
Absolutely. Thanks for giving us that, giving the layman that basic understanding of what that committee does. Now, you just mentioned the name, the rescue plan. It's also being called the family plan, the American Jobs Plan. What are there three different things, or just one thing but with different names?
Well, quite frankly, there are elements in all of the plans, because even with the infrastructure proposal, where we're saying, look, our highways, our roads, our bridges, our public buildings are all in need of repair. For example, there's a group in my district who are proposing a $2 billion plan to try and widen Lake Street. They say that Lake Street is the most dangerous street in America.
You mean Lake Street? You mean Lake Street in Chicago?
A lot of money.
You mean Lake Street in Chicago?
In Chicago. You ever drove on Lake Street? I mean,
plenty times.
Let me tell you, I don't drive on Lake Street. The only time I drive on Lake Street is when I don't have any other choice. And it is a dangerous street.
It is.
All those posts and all those things. And so lots of money need to be generated in order to fix all of these things. Well, if you put a lot of people to work, people are going to be paying income tax. They're going to be paying employment tax. That money goes into the Treasury.
Okay.
I'm saying, and that's why it makes sense to put a lot of people to work, because if people are working, they are paying taxes, and the taxes then can be used to pay for the program activity that we need.
Absolutely.
One of the chief justices said that taxation is the price that we pay for a civilized society. If we don't pay taxes, then how do we make it? How do we do? But I do believe that the disproportionate share of the taxes should not come from low and moderate income people. We need to have fair tax.
Absolutely.
And people who make the most should pay the most. And people who make the most ought not to have structures and nuances in the tax code that will allow them to escape paying taxes. For example, the wealthiest 25 billionaires in this country escaped a couple of years ago and did not pay 1 penny in income tax.
Wow.
Not a nickel, not a dime, not a quarter, absolutely nothing.
Wow. Wow. So, thanks for giving us their understanding. The president's policy, or the president plan to raise the federal minimum wage to $15 is included in this plan. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
And let me tell you, even with $15 an hour, that is difficult in terms. There are places, though, in this country where the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. And so the president has already, as we've had rescue packages, did an executive order that meant any government and anybody working for the government or working for any of the contractors who had government contracts had to pay those individuals $15 an hour at least, which is good stuff.
Very, very good stuff. So that takes us to where the bill is at now. It's passed. It's passed in the House. So what is the current status of the bill? Is it going to go through the Senate? And
well, when you get to the Senate is a different animal. Okay. And the Senate has rules, and that's why we talk about reconciliation.
Okay.
For most things in the Senate, if somebody wanted to require 60 votes, it can. But when you have budget items, you can get away through reconciliation with 51. But 60 votes are hard to get right now.
Okay.
In the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you've got the other rule, filibuster, where it was designed to protect supposedly the minority. And when I say minority, meaning those in the legislative body who don't have the most votes, but have the least votes. And so these rules were designed to protect them. In order to really get serious legislative enactments in the Senate, you generally need 60 votes, unless you can go to reconciliation, which means that the item relates to budgeting, has impact on the budget. Then you can get by.
As it is now. Thank you for that information again, Congressman. But as it is, the bill sounds very good and juicy per some of the information and the breakdown you've given us and some of the information that we're gathering. Now, are you optimistic it's going to pass the Senate and become a reality for the ordinary American?
I am optimistic, and the reason that I am optimistic is that, I always say, if you want to go south, the first thing you do is turn and face that direction. And every time you make a step, you get a little bit closer to 95th Street. But if you're headed up north towards Evanston, or you're just going around in circles, chances are pretty good you'll never get to South Bend.
Yeah.
And so a lot of negotiating will take place. I mean, that's why some people call politics the art of the possible. Some people call it the art of compromise. Some people call it. So if you say you've got an item that you need $500 billion for, you might be able to get 300 billion and do okay with it.
Right.
You won't do all that you could have done with 500, but you can make it with 300.
Got it.
And so what I'm really saying is that lots of time compromise will take place. It's like when you go to the store or you go to purchase an automobile and you ask the guys, how much is this car? Say, well, sir, we'd like to sell you this car for $50,000. And you say, well, 50,000, that sounds a little steep.
Right.
I mean,
right.
And you think, is it possible that I could get it for 40?
40.
And it's the guy said, well, but it cost me 42 to bring it
I hear
out
you.
of the plant to the store, you know.
Yes.
He said, well, maybe 45. Say, could you do that? That's better than you're going to find anywhere.
Okay. And if that happens, it will be a win-win for the president and for the Democrat Party. Is that correct?
I would think so. It would be a win-win for the American people.
Okay.
I mean, the Democratic Party has done some outstanding things for the American people this year. For example, increasing the earned income tax credit, increasing the child tax credit, where any person in this country with children, if the individual earns $75,000 or less and have children 6 and under, they get $300 a month for each one of those children. If they're over 6 and under 17 or 17 and under, they get $250.
Yeah.
Or if it's a 2-parent family and they filed income tax and they earned less than $150,000 jointly, and they have children, they get those same amounts of money for the whole year, $300 a month for each child. Now we're going to try to make that permanent. We may not be able to do so, but even if we make it for 5 years, we have already reduced poverty for millions of children in this country this year alone,
and
the increase in the child tax credit.
Absolutely, and yeah, that's great to know. And thank you for informing us on that. I mean, giving us a deeper understanding. These things have been around, we hear them, but we really appreciate that you're breaking it down to the ordinary person's understanding. And also, I think in that bill as well, you have the paid leave, the
paid family leave.
Absolutely, that's
medical leave. I've been an advocate for it. You know, when we talk about quality of life, and individuals get sick, and one sickness just wipe them out, or they feel with anxiety, they feel with frustration,
or a woman gives birth and she can't stay 2-3 months with her baby, she has to come right back to work.
And absolutely, I tell you, my district office is next door to a daycare center, early childhood education place. And I see parents dropping their children off at 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning so that they can go to work.
Yeah.
Well, these families need all of the protection that we can give to them. So paid family medical leave is a very important element that families need to have.
And what is that time period? Is if it's paid family leave, is it a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day?
Well, it hasn't been passed yet.
Okay, but what's the proposal?
Been used for protection. I'm saying some of the things that we have doing during the COVID are not permanent. I'm saying they are COVID related, and they had to be passed as emergency measures.
Okay.
Now we'd like to codify them and make them permanent.
Got it.
And we're still working on those.
Okay. Now, is this also included in the American Job Plan bill?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Great. Now, thank you so much again. And if this bill is going to pass quickly, what is the estimation, month, days? I mean, looking at early next year, or?
Well, we are going to mark up the budget beginning next week.
Okay.
And the committee, my committee, we have a 4-day markup. And that's where the proposals are dissected, taken apart, and you vote on them item by item.
Got it.
And you make amendments and you propose changes. Every committee gets a shot at doing that.
Okay.
And once the committees are finished, then you bring the whole package to the floor and you vote it up or down. And that's the House approach. The Senate will do the same thing.
Okay.
We always try to say that we've got a budget, but some years we don't even pass a budget. We pass what is called continuing resolutions. And what that really means is that essentially you're going to spend basically the same amount of money next year that you spent this year.
Okay.
Or until you change that.
Okay.
But we hope that we can get a full budget. We always hope so.
Yeah.
Some years we're able to, some years we're not.
We're not able. Okay. Thank you so much again, Congressman. It's 7:42 p.m. You're still listening to watching and listening to the Progressive Mind Show right here in the beautiful city of Chicago. This is the Africa Diaspora radio station. We're talking to Congressman Daniel Davis. He's helping us understand some of these things that we ask regarding the American job bill, the economy reopening. We'll ask a few questions on that. We'll want to know something about immigration as well. He's here. If you want to ring and ask a question, the number is 815-277-5047 or 815-277-5042. 815-277-5047. If you want to call and ask him a personal question or make a comment, please feel free and do so now. So I heard something. I heard this, but I don't think I fully understood that in the job bill, and there's the last question on the job bill, and then we can go to the next thing. So if you can help us respond to this quickly, if you don't mind, that there is a big portion in this American job bill that is dedicated to human capital, like basically just developing the ordinary American or human capital. Is there anything like that? And can you expand on it, please?
Well, actually, yes, there is. There are so many things that can be called that. Money for Medicare. Just imagine if we don't have Medicare money, senior citizens don't have a way of getting health care.
Right.
Because they don't have a way of paying for it.
Okay.
If we don't have Medicaid money.
Okay.
Then low income people don't have a way of paying for health care.
Got it.
If we don't have money for people with disabilities, disabled people don't have a way to get health care.
Right.
As a matter of fact, the president just issued an executive order wiping out the student loan debt for a large number of individuals who are disabled to not have to pay that debt.
Wow.
To not do it. And so money is put in all of these different categories.
Okay.
To help, for example, my district alone, we just got a bunch of grants today. I mean, a whole bunch of them.
All right, let's talk about it. It sounds interesting. So your district involves downtown and what's on the part of West Side.
My district is actually the most fascinating piece of geography in the United States of America, compressed into a political subdivision. It starts at Lake Michigan.
Okay.
Downtown. It includes part of the Gold Coast, the Magnificent Mile, the South Loop, the whole loop, the near West Side. It includes Chinatown, Greektown, an area called Little Italy, Italian Village. It includes basically all of the West Side, but it's also Bronzeville on the South Side.
That's my community.
It's Inglewood,
okay,
on the South Side. Then it goes into the western suburbs. It also includes Ukraine Village on the near West Side, which is a Ukrainian community. It goes into Oak Park, Maywood, Bellwood, Broadview, Hillside, Berkeley. So the western suburbs. It's a tremendously interesting piece of geography. We have more hospitals in my district than any district that you find in the United States of America.
Wow.
We have a large number of federally qualified health centers in my district. We have at least 20 plus institutions of higher learning, that is, colleges and universities of every stripe, law schools, medical schools, art institutes. It's a district made up of different ethnic groups,
Absolutely.
races, and ethnicities. So it's a great place. It provides tremendous opportunities for people to work.
Right. No, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't need to interrupt, but I wanted to. That grant you mentioned sounds very good. Sounds very juicy. So, can you give us a little bit more information on that?
On the grants? Oh, they all of these federally qualified health centers get federal money. All of the colleges and universities get some kind of federal money. Programs get money.
Okay.
We probably get more than every year we bring billions. I'm not talking about millions. I'm talking about billions. We have Jesse Brown Hospital, which is totally financed by the federal government. We have Hines Hospital, another Veterans Administration institution, totally financed by the federal government. We have some of our federally qualified health centers with budgets as much as $35-40 million.
Absolutely. Okay.
A year.
Okay. All right. That gives us a good understanding, and thank you so much for sharing. Now, let's talk about the economy recovering. It's steadily coming. Now, there's all this conversation about China competing with the American economy. Of course, we know about this competition going. With this job bill, if it passes, the plan is the goal is to inject, of course, a lot of money in the economy and revive the American economy, and make it very competitive. If not, bringing it back to the top because of all the competition coming from China and elsewhere. Are we on the is the recovery of the economy on the trajectory, or do you think that there's a chance that we may shut down again due to the pandemic?
Well, no, the economy is recovering when people have the opportunity to exchange goods and services. Okay. I'm saying the circulation of money to the economy is like blood to the body.
Yeah.
If the blood does not circulate, even if you have a lot of it, your body becomes stagnant. Mm-hmm. and you get sick and you can't move. And that's why money's got to keep moving. That's why the butcher got to keep selling meat. And then the meat cutter got to keep getting a haircut.
Okay.
And the barber got to keep sending his children or her children to school so the school teachers can get paid.
Absolutely. And so the way we're going with the new Delta variant, of course, now looks like masks, some states are mandating masks and all of that. What I'm saying is that as we gradually recovering and with money circulating to get the economy back again, do you foresee, you being up there, you being in the government, do you foresee us possibly shutting down sometime this year, or?
Well, it depends. Our state has done one of the better jobs of controlling or maintaining control over the pandemic. And it just really means that all of us have to play our part. I have been able to help more than 25,000 people get vaccinated at events that we have set up and got volunteer doctors and nurses and health personnel to volunteer their time and effort. I've distributed probably at least 40,000 face coverings, masks, myself. I mean, from our own ability. We do a thing every Monday night called Chat with the Doctors, and I want to thank all of those doctors who are with us and all of the nurses and all the people who volunteered their time, energy, and effort to get people vaccinated so that we can contain the pandemic. The mayor's done a good job. The governor's done a good job. Cook County Health has done a good job. And so working cooperatively, Illinois has had one of the better records of maintaining and containing. So I think we're going to be okay. I mean, we're going to keep trying to get people vaccinated. We have not let up. I got 10,000 new flyers we just got in from the press where we go out and put them out and remind people to wear their mask and remind people that if they have not been vaccinated, please get vaccinated so we can all try to keep each other safe and healthy. And that's the best we can do.
Got it.
I mean, if we all do our part and observe public health protocols, we think we'll be able to contain the virus and get our economy back to operating and get people moving. Children are now going back to school.
Yeah.
Although we're doing a lot of things virtually, but I think and I'm hoping and praying that we're going to be okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It gives us a lot of confidence. It gives a lot of people hope, and it clears a lot of doubt in the minds of people hearing it from you, because there is that confusion. So we really, really do appreciate it. Just yesterday around 7:30 p.m., the African community organized by the UAO, the United African Organization, had a little demonstration regarding immigration. The purpose was to pressure Senator Dick Durbin to make sure that Congress writes a legislation that provides a pathway to citizenship to as many undocumented immigrants as possible. Now, I know you are very passionate about immigration and you have a long history and work and dedication to the immigrant community. What can you say to this pathway, citizenship pathway bill that community is crying for?
I am very much in favor of it. And I want people to know that we're not just talking about one population group. We're not just talking about people who may come from South and Central America.
Right.
We're also talking about people who come from Africa. We're talking about people who come from Haiti. We're talking about immigrants from around the globe. And we can never forget that. And sometimes I have to tell some of my African American constituents that all immigrants are not from South and Central America, that we still have immigrants coming from Africa, and we have to be as concerned about our brothers and sisters who are just getting here, just as we are about those of us who may have been here for longer periods of time.
Right. Okay.
So immigration is very important.
And with the Congressman, is your office perhaps, planning on, writing these legislations or pushing? I know you just said you're in support of it, but are there any practical plans to literally do something about it?
Well, when you say pathways, we have the federal pathways include, as I indicated, not only people from South and Central America, but we want what we call fair immigration.
Got it.
And fair immigration mean that we look at all of these countries, and I'm of the opinion that there are lots of people who would like to share the goodness and the greatness of America, and we have a responsibility. I actually have an advisory group called the Multi-Ethnic Advisory Group.
Okay.
And we just had a big event on last Friday night, and we meet regularly. We have another event or meeting on my birthday, which is Monday, Labor Day, September
Monday
6th.
Okay, that's Monday coming.
That's Monday coming. So we're involved.
Happy birthday in advance.
And we meet and discuss and deliberate, and we take the position, as in for whom the bells toll, that every man's death diminishes me. I know for whom the bells toll, they toll for thee. And so sometimes I get constituents who will ask, why am I concerned about a certain country or certain groups of people? and I will share with them that all of us are indeed a part of the main, a part of the whole. And yes, Africa is a big, I'm perplexed right now because we have not, I met a group just the other day from Ethiopia who are very concerned about how our country is relating to Ethiopia right now.
Okay.
We promised to get back to them. I've met with a group of people from Haiti.
Yeah.
We're trying to get assistance and we're trying to get relief to Haiti. The same as we're trying to get relief to our brothers and sisters in New Orleans. As a matter of fact, my good friend, Dr. Willie Wilson, is going to New Orleans on Sunday, and he's going to take $1 million and share with the people there who have been affected greatly by the storms that have hit that area. I'm trying to see if my schedule will allow me to go with him.
Okay.
He's invited me to accompany him.
Okay.
I'm trying to work it out where I will go.
Wow. Congressman Daniel Davis, our time is up, and you've been so much of immense help to our community. We really appreciate your time here. You have served humanity for so long. Maybe last question. What gets you up every day to keep fighting for people?
You know, I was in my office this morning at 7:30, and I was saying to myself, I felt good being here doing work. But, you know, problems are surrounding us, and we need all of the cooperation, all of the hope, all the possibility that we can get, and just simply trying to help make the world a better place in which to live.
Right.
That's really all I ask for. That's all I want. And that's all I try to do.
You've also supported the African community a lot. And I think it's just fair that the African community, the African and Caribbean community, reciprocate that. I think some do, but I think that there's more room for improvement for our community to support the African American community, and specifically you and what you do and your campaign as well. Basically, the diaspora are working together for a common good. Would you agree, or what's your comment on this?
I would agree wholeheartedly, and believe that there should be much more interaction, for example,
there you go,
between African Americans who've been here the longest and African Americans who've been here recent to this country.
You mean
that Blacks and African immigrants need to get much more closely aligned than what we actually are.
Yeah.
And I think it's all of our responsibility to do that.
I agree. Wow. It's been very refreshing. Your last words, please. I know you've said, but your last words, please close us with your few wise words, and then we'll be good for the rest of the evening.
Well, I think the last thing is to try and stay healthy, observe public health protocols, and try and convince as many other people to do that as we possibly can. And I think that's the way we really handle the pandemic. And if we can keep the pandemic under control, then the sky becomes the limit.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your powerful words. And we are again honored to have you. To my audience, thank you for sticking around. Congressman Donny Davis, we wish you the best in everything, and we also do our best to support you in any way we can. The community really loves you, and we appreciate the good work you keep doing for us. God bless you in everything. God bless your office, and hopefully we shall connect soon somewhere in the community.
Thank you so much, and it's indeed a pleasure.
My pleasure again, and have a wonderful evening. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.